Hello and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We are getting ready to jump into our runner's game where Jesse is absolutely trying to kill us as we make it home. But I'll kick it over to him, let him give us a recap, and we'll see what happens.
All right. So last time you guys made it home under the bridge first, dropped off some supplies, checked up on Brock, did a little bit of upkeep before heading back out to Ingrahm. Along the way, you ran through the mall, realized there was, you ran into literally the uptick in users in that area. Managed to successfully evade getting into any serious harm in that situation. You did notice that there were a couple of groups of users and unlinked, and what was weird was that there were also a couple of reds there that were beating the shit out of a couple of unlinked. Use kind of some of that chaos to your advantage, made it into the mall, did a little recon, gathered a little intel, made it through, and eventually made it back to Ingrahm. When you stepped up, you got, beeped in, doors open, elevator goes up. At the top of the elevator, when the doors open into the warehouse, you are greeted by 3 guards and 3 runners, all decked out in white with the LLM logo. So, at the moment, as I said before, you come up top, the elevator doors open, the 3 runners, all in identical suits, almost pristine white, little bit of dust on them, but not too much, honestly. They don't have any visors, no faceplates, no nothing. They are encased in sensors of these little blue lights. It gives you kind of almost arachnid vibes. These little glowing lights all over their helmets. The guards are decked out in basically like Kevlar vests, helmets, very similar to the guards that you saw in LLM in the labs, except think of like the SWAT edition, basically, a little bit more upgraded. So they've got the full helmets on with the shields, encased visors in the front. And each of them is carrying a rifle, which you almost immediately recognize as a pulse carbine, which does not shoot bullets, no projectiles, but deals almost solely in electromagnetic pulses. And
Okay, so
as oh, so,
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, so as soon as the doors open and you're greeted, the 3 guards pull their weapons, and one of the runners tells you to power down.
So before any shit hits the fan, so my thinking is, okay, they don't want to kill us; they want to incapacitate us. Is that if they're right? That would be what those guns are for. If we recognize that, I guess the more important thing is the way the runners are decked out. Is that stuff we've seen before? That kind of get up, that kind of equipment.
You
The
have
weird.
never seen this type, like this specific suit before, right? Like
Yeah.
you never saw runner suits in Tizane, right? So you didn't see runner suits. Um, However, the style matches the aesthetic that you
Vibe,
saw
yeah.
into Zane,
Okay.
right? And yeah, these seem to be very high-end suits.
Okay. Okay, how do we break the ice? Which way do we go with this?
Do we? I mean, we have our own internal like comm channel, right? Like,
Absolutely. Yep. Yep. So you have, each team has, they're just like walkies, right? You each have your own dedicated channel, and then there's like, channel one that all runners are linked to.
so
They
I
are communicating not by comms, but by
just
just
talking. Yeah.
vocal, just talking. Yeah.
So I think I key the comm and I say, I wonder if they're looking for Brock if they came from Tizane.
That's a lower, level of the onion we can peel. So let's if that is the case, then let's not focus on that now. You may be right, but there's all kinds of trouble we can be in. Let's see which part of the trouble we are going to be in first. Let's not give away the whole game straight off the bat, right? So I think Smokey will, oh, before we do that. So when Huxley says that, Smokey will say, is there a way we can hear any kind of other Ingrahm chat, or is there like an Ingrahm band we can plug into? Other than just, the main channel and then our channel, is there something?
No. You tell me. Is that something that that would be set up in the town?
I mean, I don't think. I mean, if it's their like private channel like we have, then we probably don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Well, you probably don't know the Tizane channel, right?
Yeah.
But I'll say, there's more than likely, right? The potential, because there's cell service inside Tizane,
Yeah,
inside
I would
Ingram,
mean,
right?
yeah, it's just like a
So
general.
you have direct communication plus Smokey, from working the mines, like they have, cell service doesn't necessarily penetrate at least effectively all the way underground. So like they have underground comm systems, right? They, specifically for the mine. So there's a channel there. So yeah, there's communications all within Ingram.
Yeah, I thought it would be. It's just like a general public service. That kind of
Right.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, heck, you guys even got the, you got the alert, right?
Exactly.
When there was the wanted runners.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Yeah. So I'll just tell Huxley, can you just scan a couple of the bands just to see if you hear anything? I'm sure they're not going to, put their plans out for everyone to hear, but just scan real quick through to see if you can hear anything.
Okay. And he'll like surreptitiously try to like,
Reach
key
down
through some of the home bands. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Just not say anything, just to hear what the chatter is, if anything. And people are like, "Oh,
Right, yeah.
fuck!" Like they murdered
Those
a bunch
assholes
of
are
people.
back. Yeah, get your pitchforks. They're back. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say, so with Huxley's connections, right? Like you work at, even if it's unofficially, right? You've done work at the hospital,
Mhm.
so, and you have communications with Miss Joanna and like all this kind of stuff. You kind of jump on some of the channels super quick, just kind of like flipping through, and you expect, at least at the hospital, some basic level of chatter, right? Like, hey, this patient like being moved to here, this kind of stuff. Silence. Like you go like channel 5, channel 7, channel 23, channel 8, like all silent.
Okay. I guess at some point they say like power down again.
Yeah,
Like, there's no sort
exactly.
of action like in an instant, I guess.
As
sort of,
Huxley's coming, as like Huxley's kind of scrolling through, you hear one of the runners come back on loudspeaker and says, "We request again, power down now." And at that point, the three guards had kind of been like pointing their carbines at you, and at that point, they like get down into more of like a readied stance, like uniformly too. It's like a, and they're all in set position at the same time.
So I'll real quick. I'll say to Zuchy, hopefully you got all your stretching done on the way back here, because we may need to we may need to spring into action. So just make sure you're all limbered up and ready to go.
Zuchy says, "You just say the word."
And you two don't power down first. I'll power down first, and we'll see what they say. So Smokey will power down and take off his helmet and shake out his hair and say, you won't reach for a smoke yet, because that'll be I don't want to spook him. So he'll take off his helmet and just say, well, it's been a while since we've been back, so let's all go grab a drink and talk about what's been going on around here. We haven't gotten any news from home recently.
And you notice, so there's basically like a guard trained on each of you. And Smokey, if you're the first to kind of power down, so like your suit kind of shuts down, everything opens up, you step out, and the guard has their carbine still trained on your suit, not on you.
Do I notice? Is it like very obvious? Like he's not.
It's
going for
very
headshot,
obvious.
he's going,
Yeah. Yep. Like you step like up, you step like back and off to the side of your suit, like right next to it, and like that guard is still like bead locked right on your suit, like doesn't even glance over at you.
Look, we're really sorry. We were in a rush. I know the suits are important, but along the way we've come across, there's some stuff that may have fallen off the back of a truck, right? We're here to make amends. The suits were just a means to an end. We weren't trying to get away with anything. As I said, a whole bunch of weird stuff went down. I'm eager to talk about it. Hey, my name's Smokey, by the way. What's your guys' names?
And at that point, you hear a voice from behind the runners. And says, guys, it looks like, just settle the fuck down. No need for this. And you see Briston kind of walks himself like through a guard and a runner and steps in front of one of the runners. And the runner kind of looks at him slightly, like you see him turn, like just turns his body slightly before straightening up again.
Mr. Briston?
That would be the reaction I would thought, right? So,
and you see he's like, he's actually like part of his head is like shaved. His hair is shaved. He's got stitches on the side of his head. He's still all kind of bruised up on the side of his face. Still one black eye.
Ugh, that must have been a hell of a. I like the style. It looks good. How's it going, Briston?
Well, I don't think I'd ever be able to see this, but I think I'm doing a shit ton better than the three of y'all.
Well, we've had some fun. We found a lot of stuff out. We're still here. Suits are still in one piece, so Oh no, I would say it's a wash, wouldn't you? There's the tone in Smokey's voice. He's got the up talk at the end. A big smile on his face.
Yeah. What about Huxley and Zuchy? What are you two doing?
I mean, I think Huxley takes his helmet off because he's so surprised that Preston then walks out. So I think he, reaches up and
Yeah.
like pops the helmet off.
I don't think Zuchy actually moves. He just stays where he's at.
That's what I thought too.
He doesn't look like he doesn't try to look menacing, but he also is ready to jump into action if anything goes awry.
Mm-hmm.
I think Huxley just says, "What happened to you?"
And he said, well, got in a little bit of a tussle with the collapsed ceiling, if you remember.
I
He
think it was
turns and looks at Smokey.
It's a good look. I like it. It's very fitting.
I'm thinking of whether or not to kind of even it out or not. We'll see if this actually grows back or not.
Where's my mom?
How the hell do I know?
I think he screws up his face a little bit. I don't even know if he knows who she is necessarily, but
Yeah, that's where I was going. Is it just like
Probably. I mean, there's only
she probably stitched him up.
right, sure, yeah. There's only a few dozen people in the town, period, right? And so
Yeah.
I think in Ingrahm, there's maybe 50-ish people, right? So
is there we've been away for a little bit. Is there anywhere we can go grab a drink and we can all talk about what's been going on our on each of our particular sides here? We've been out trying to get back here. We're all a bit tired and thirsty, if you know what I mean. Maybe we can all go sit down and have a drink and chew over what we need to chew over.
well, boys, I'd love to chuck out the past with you, but I'm here on more of a constabulatory basis. I'm just kind of overseeing, making sure that this is all going nice and smooth. If you catch my drift.
So would we assume we know who he's working for, or is he working for someone else that we don't know what he's working for? Right? We would assume.
I mean, he's an organization man, right?
That was my assumption, right? It's just there's nothing more deep than you idiots stole a bunch of suits and ran away. So
right.
You're in trouble, right? Not anything deeper than that.
Can I make a brains check for organization? Just to see is LLI we're all loosely part of the organization because we're runners.
Right, yeah.
Do they have a more intrinsic functionality within the hierarchy, in the organization? Are they something?
Yeah. I'm not going to make you I'm not going to make you think on that, right? You remember your very first run to Zane. To Zane was a black spot on the map.
Okay.
There was no organization data about Zane to a weird level. Right? There was no, it was literally as if that small area had been cut out of any databases.
So it was a decision, right? Yeah, it was omitted for a reason. It wasn't just no one ever made it up there kind of thing. That's the feeling.
I mean, I guess I could go either way, right? It depends on how you feel about it. Either the organization knew and didn't want anybody to know, or they stayed completely under the radar other than whatever pieces they had in play,
within
Marl at the
right
bar.
with personal dealings. Yeah,
Yeah,
it could be literally one way or the other.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They do seem awful buddy at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have someone else to be mad at.
I think Huxley says we brought we brought that suit back. If that's what you're mad about, and he kind of like turns, see the legs sticking out. I had to break it down so we could get it here, but I mean everything works real good. I mean I gave it a good once over before, so it's fine.
Smokey's got a big shit-eating grin on his face, right? He's trying to play it cool and whatever, but he's his eyes are darting around to make sure he sees. Oh, so did Huxley power down when you take your helmet off? Does that power it down, or is he just? So, okay, you're still not powered. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to be looking around considering, Zuchy's still as he is and Huxley's still powered up. I'll just make sure no one's getting an itchy trigger finger, but I'll still have a big dopey grin on my face.
And at this moment, you will hear a second voice. And says... Units G123 power down. And at that point, all three guards, so they kind of, you could see like a blue light under the visors and everything. And they literally, it looks very reminiscent of when a suit powers down. These three guards literally just like stand up straight for a brief moment and then go and just kind of settle down. And a older gentleman, slicked back grayed hair, completely black suit but a thin white tie, walks out from the warehouse and says, I would very much appreciate if the three of you would work with us here. I was hoping that you would have a different payload on you at the moment, but I bet they would definitely enjoy having their equipment back. If we could discuss a different type of cargo, though, I would appreciate it. And you notice this. Pretty sure all three of you talked to him before. This is Mr. Mercer.
I knew it.
He is the head of Tizane.
So I think the same thing. Mr. Mercer? What's going on here? Mr. Smokey.
All right, guys, let's because Smokey sees the guards have been powered down, right? So I think we would have noticed that, right? So Smokey will just say, all right, guys, let's turn the suits off. Obviously, we've got a lot more talking to do than I initially thought. We'll see where this goes, but let's not give anybody any reason to jump to any rash decisions here.
Okay. And he like dubiously sort of like looks around and powers the suit down.
When Huxley does that, does it look like everybody's more relaxed, or does it everybody's still on guard?
The three runners are still standing at attention. So Briston is looking a little more relaxed. You can see his eyes kind of darting like from the three of you and then to Mercer now and then back to the three of you. but the three runners still appear like at the ready.
I thought they just powered down.
The guards.
The
Guards
guards
are powered
The
down.
guards powered
Oh, the
down.
guards
Yeah.
powered down. Got it. Okay.
So that's when you realize those guards were actually robots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't love that. I also, the fact that they have like the blue lights in their helmet is freaking me out.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
That's not a. You could have chose any other color for that.
You could have chosen any other color.
I mean, not you, them. Like in world, them. Like I assume it was an intentional decision, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I think Zuchy like cautiously powers down, but also is going to keep a close eye on everybody just in case something just goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's no way.
You're not in the suit, but at the same time, you know where your swords are.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I guess there's no way to like surreptitiously like grab the knife and like stick it in the back of my pants or anything, right? Like with everybody looking at us, I guess there's just no way to.
I mean, you can always see if you can move quickly and carefully enough to pull that off.
Yeah, I don't think Huxley's gonna try to big dick anybody. I think like when he like steps out and like turns around, because I assume it's kind of like on the hip, right? Like he looks at it and it's like.
All right, so yeah, Mercer still stoic, and Briston looks very relieved now. You can see his demeanor kind of relax even more. And Mercer turns to Briston and goes, "I believe we'll take you up on your offer of a drink." And he turns to the three of you and says, "Gentlemen, would you kindly show me where your canteen is?"
I think so. Let me retroactively say this.
Yes, go ahead.
Huxley would have, I guess, like disabled I don't know, like he would try to disable whatever we have so they couldn't just like then turn around and look at the suit and be like, oh, they were here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it nukes the file, like deletes the file, like we don't need it, right? Like I don't even know that he would necessarily be recording when they were at Under the Bridge, but he would nuke that for sure.
Yeah.
Before getting out.
Yeah, go ahead and let's see how quickly you can do this, right? So go ahead and give me a think. And it's just going to be a basic 6.
Okay. Am I adding the mechanics to this then?
Wouldn't necessarily, because this is more a like computer thing, right?
Computer thing.
So
3, 5, and a 6.
there you go.
I mean, it would have been before he got out of the suit. He'd been like, "Oh shit!"
Right,
away.
exactly.
Like,
Yes.
boop, boop, boop.
Basically, what I'm doing is seeing if you think of it quickly enough to get to it because your suit is on, right? They require you to have your beacon on in order to get into Ingrahm.
Yeah.
And even you had to turn it on when you were back at Green Hills. And so I was just making sure you could get to it and kind of lock everything down before everything connects to the network, like Ingram's network, and uploads.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, we'll say with just a straight yes, right? You're able to lock you're able to lock your suit down. You're not able to, straight up delete, like wipe everything, But you're fairly certain that without some pretty heavy duty hacking, the data in your suit is secure.
Okay, cool. And then when he says to ask about the drink, he says, the bar burned down a few weeks ago. I don't know if they opened up a new place.
Well, that is unfortunate. Well, is there a cafeteria or a lounge of some sort?
Oh, there's one in the barracks.
Excellent. And he kind of like gestures to you to lead the way.
I guess I'd probably just go.
Yeah, Smokey will be keeping an eye on everybody, but yeah, I guess shrugs and lights up a cigarette and starts walking.
And yeah, Briston will say, as you guys start to walk, he'll say, "Don't worry, we'll clean these up for you."
Sure you will.
Just be careful.
I was going to say. The kid's very particular about his suit, so make sure you treat them well.
All right, so yeah, you escort Mercer into the cafeteria. And as you're walking, not that, this building is ever super busy, right? You're one of, in theory, right? Or at least you were one of 3 runner teams, right? So there was only, at any moment, 9 to 10 runners in Ingrahm. A lot of times they were out, they were out on runs, occasionally runners in here from other knolls. And then basic paperwork people, right? Running the warehouses, things like that. So there was usually only maybe a dozen people in here at most. But right now, just like your comms, right? Just like all the chat channels, quiet. You walk down the hallway and you don't see a single person in here. So you walk down the ramp, you walk past they've kind of cleared the debris from the collapse that Smokey created, and kind of they have like tarps up on the roof, on the ceiling of the hallway. You walk into the, smallish cafeteria with, about 8 tables, some benches, and not a single other person in here except for the 4 of you.
Is it just Mercer that came in with us, or is Briston and the other runners?
Nope, the 3 runners and Briston all stayed back at the warehouse. It's only the 4 of you.
Just Mercer. Okay.
Yeah.
Where is everybody?
I'm not entirely sure. I've only been here for a few days. From what I have heard, they're having a little bit of a trouble here at the moment. I've tried to stay out of their business. I have my own to deal with.
Yeah, so why would you come here?
Well, if I can be frank with you. And he looks directly at Zuchy and he says, "You have my property, and I would generously like it back."
Don't know what you mean. And he gives him like a cold, dead stare, like truly it looks like he doesn't know what he means, and also doesn't give a shit what he means.
Now, you have to understand, we just made it back home. So, I can see that, you have important things that you are worried about. We're home. We've been away for a bit. There are people and things that we're worried about. So we'd like some information to make sure, as you said, there's some stuff going on around here. We'd like to know what that is and if that affects anybody that we know.
That is understandable. I can see how, you have been away from here for a little while now, from what I can understand. And your last visit did not go amicably. And he kind of has you get the slight hint of a smirk on his face. Not that he ever emotes all that much, but he lets it slide slightly. Said, however, and I mean no disrespect with this, but your personal being and your personal dealings and your relationship within here and with the organization is currently none of my business. My only worry, the only thing that I am here for, is to retain my property so that we can continue a very vital and very important service. You disrupted what could potentially be a very important experiment.
Smokey's not going to say anything, right? Because I'm assuming Smokey is assuming he knows what he means, and it's really not Smokey's place to say anything about that. So I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, Smokey's not going to say anything. He's just going to keep smoking.
I think that Zuchy just looks him dead in the eye and he says, don't know exactly what you mean. I don't really have any of your property that I know of.
The suit that we took was from here. That's not yours.
It is not the suit that I am speaking of.
Well, we brought Marla her medicine.
And he just kind of looks directly at Huxley with a furrowed and direct look. He says, I do not care about your petty suits or medicine or whatever junk you bring in and out. What I care about is my investment. And I believe you have it hidden somewhere. It's not here. We've searched. I know you left with it. I want it back.
We didn't take anything from there.
And at that point, he reaches into his suit coat, his suit jacket, pulls out a phone, essentially, lays it down on the table, scroll, taps on it, and a holo projection comes up of security footage of the three of you when you broke into Brock's hospital room. And it is, Zuchy laying the dude out, Huxley breaking that dude's face, and then Smokey grabbing Brock and leaving. And when you guys run out, he then scrolls again. It cuts to a chained video of the hallway of you guys running, going up the elevator. He scrolls again. It's video of you in the elevator going up. Scrolls again. It's you in the hallway. Scrolls again. It's you running up the stairs. Scrolls again. It's you you four exiting the bay doors and taking off before he then pushes taps it again and shuts off the video.
That's Brock. He's not yours. He's a person.
That is true. He is a person.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but we came to you after we made some discoveries. Those discoveries that we found were out in the open, nowhere near you or Tizane or anything to do with that. So how are you saying that's your property?
The person.
How does that make that your property? That sounds like I was calling Brock. Yeah. How does that make?
Yeah.
How is that your property then?
The person is not the property. What he contains is what I've invested in. And we need that back.
We weren't there that long, were we though? We were just there for a bit. Unless I'm wrong. Unless you guys are, very efficient. I don't think we were there very long. You didn't know about Brock very long, did you?
We have known about him for a bit.
Him in particular, or how cool?
He is one of many.
Then
What does that even mean?
Yeah, what makes him so special if you have many? Why do you need Brock?
There is a special circumstance that this particular, and he looks at Zuchy and says, Brock, you say? There is a particular circumstance that makes Brock different from the rest. Because of that circumstance and the effects that arose from it, make him very important to our research. Which is why I would like my investment back.
Now, see, this is where we're going to run into an issue, right? Because I don't think that's our choice to make. I'm trying to not give it away that like we've been actually hanging and talking with Brock, right? But I guess
I'll actually say no offense, but for someone who is essentially brain dead, I do not believe that they'll be making any decisions on their own.
Okay, so then he doesn't realize. That's what I was trying to get at. I don't want to give it away that there's more to it. Well,
you don't want to give it away now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're talking about investments, right? I got a few rep laying around. If that's what you're worried about, I don't mind throwing that your way. But yeah, we're talking about, a human being. And being a bit cold. I definitely don't like the vibe you're throwing off. I'm sure, my buddy here doesn't either. Does he know the relationship? Does he know the relationship? Did we tell him when we went last time? He doesn't. Okay, yep. I'm trying to remember if we. Okay, it wasn't just someone.
So he had been kind of sitting there, like, hands folded in his lap, just kind of resting upright, proper, but just resting. And then at this point, he kind of leans forward, elbows on the table, and says, "You are correct to a certain extent. We are talking about a person. However, we're not talking about just one person. We are talking about all people. What Brock holds is potentially a key to future research that could keep all people safe. Do you enjoy this? Do you enjoy having to stay in here? Do you enjoy sneaking around, worried about your very survival? I don't. I would like to change that. And that is what we're attempting to do. Right now, you three are standing in the way of that.
Well, use one of the other ones then.
Considering that I haven't really, known any other life, right? Who says it's going to get better with you in charge of it? So if we're putting our cards on the table here, I find it kind of odd that you're here and the reactions you've gotten from some of our buddies and the rest of the crew. That's kind of throwing me for a loop, right? I understand the position you're in, but from a big blank black hole on a map to all of a sudden here, ordering people around, I'm still not kind of picking up how that's working out. I'm trying to move away from talking about Brock for the moment.
Right. And he'll kind of sit up straight again, straighten his jacket. No offense, but I do not believe that I should, or quite frankly need, to get into the inner workings of LLI with you, especially at this moment.
Then why are we even wanting to have this conversation with you then?
Because frankly, it is me who wants to have the conversation with you. Because, as I've stated before, I would like my property back. Once I have it, you're free. Whatever dealings you have here in Ingrahm, you can take care of. And honestly, I will help with that. Whatever you need, I can help with. But first, I need you to do your part.
Well, I think we've done pretty well to this point without your help. We're always open for discussion, but I think we're home. We want to find out what's going on. Obviously, you aren't going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. And you seem to have a bit of pull with, the rest of our buddies. So it's not like we'll be able to slip past anyone's notice. And what you're saying to us, obviously, we need to think about. This isn't a split decision that can be made, or a snap decision that can be made. So I know the kid here wants to go see how his mom's doing. I want to go see if there's anything left in my bar. And I think Zuchy would probably want to go get some exercise in. He's needs to do a cool down, needs to do some stretching. We had a long run. He's got to keep himself in shape and limber. So we'll take it under advisement of what you're looking for, but we've got some other stuff we need to take care of. The reason we came back in the first place. So I'm trying to be a bit shitty, but not like super shitty, right?
Right. I understand that you have had a rough few weeks. You might be on edge. You might not be thinking straight. You take a time. I'll give you 24 hours. We can meet back here tomorrow. I expect a proper answer from you at that moment. And he says, until then, gentlemen, and he kind of pushes himself away from the table and stands up.
How old's this guy? I mean, he's middle-aged, 40?
No, he looks to be probably in his late 50s, early 60s.
God, he's ancient. Well, for this setting, he is
Thin, fit. I mean,
fairly fit, yeah.
Okay.
On the slender side, but
Okay, I'm just trying to get I want to punch him in the face until he stops moving. But just trying to get.
I don't think Huxley would do that. Would Huxley do that?
I don't know, right? Because he's. I mean, I don't think it would be his first reaction, but the guy is so fucking shitty. Like, I think it would, it's coming to the point of offending him to the point of like, you're just an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, you literally, if you look to your right, Zuchy is like 1 ounce away from actually doing that thing. Like, literally, I was like, maybe I could just get behind him and put him to sleep. But especially after he goes, not to offend you, but then to obviously offend us.
Yeah.
So
Zuchy, I assume Zuchy's
like
just like seething with rage the entire time.
Yes, exactly.
He's wound super tight. He's like a coil ready to spring. Huxley's
right.
making all kinds of weird faces at him, and Smokey's just there with his feet up on his table, leaning back in the chair. A shit-eating grin, like I said, a shit-eating grin on his face, looking at this guy. Yeah, that sounds good. We can meet back here. As I said, we're not going anywhere. You know where we're at, but we've got some stuff we need to take care of.
And he'll just kind of, at that point, give you a very slight nod and turn and begin to walk out.
I think after he... Yeah. After he leaves, I mean, Huxley's just like, that guy's a real jerk.
So I'll look at Zuchy and just say, like, very seriously, yeah, that shit isn't going to go the way he's expecting. So, kind of say, look, yeah, we're all in this together kind of thing, right? We're not going to, whatever decision we make is going to be the best decision, kind of leaning on the fact that, what Zuchy and Brock are, right? We're not going to, Smokey's not going to try to save his ass, just, he's not going to try to get out of it, and kind of screw everything up. But, it looks like we're holding all the cards, so he can go pound sand for all I care. And he kind of smacks his hand together and says, right, let's go find out how Miss Joanne is doing. Let's see what's going on around here. This is really weirding me out, how quiet it is. And he seemed a bit ominous when he's saying, Ingram's got its own shit to deal with. Let's go find out what everybody's been dealing with.
I pull my phone out before even getting up to look to see if it's connected to anything.
You are connected to the main network. Yes.
Okay. Because my thought would be like, oh shit, they've locked everything down, like until they get what they want, right? Like that sort of thing. Would he text? I don't think he would. I don't think he would because like there's part of him I think that thinks like they're gonna follow us around. Sort of thing. Where like if they turn the place over, but like we've got a sacred place here, like they're gonna watch. Like as much as he wants to go home, he also doesn't want to go right home.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So he puts the phone on the table. And he says, my phone's connected, but all the band because you said to check. So I checked, but like all the home bands are quiet. Like there's not. I mean, it's just like the barracks. I mean, there's nothing, but it's connected.
That's when I'll also mention now too. So Huxley, you put your phone on the table and you start talking like that. That's when you realize that Mercer left his phone on the table.
Like he puts it down and then realizes there's another phone next to it.
Right, yeah.
But like he doesn't touch it right away, but he like looks up at you two and he kind of like points at the phone. He left his phone.
All right. So would we have pissed him off that much that he would have left his phone, or is he trying to set us up for something? He left his phone behind. What did...
I mean, I don't... Like, he pokes at it, see if it, like, activates the screen, and then just does, like, the swipe up to see if it's locked.
You still just get a... Yeah, so when you go to swipe, you get that kind of, like... It blinks like a dim blink of like a and then turns off again.
Pocket it. Let's grab it. Let's see what we can do with it later.
Well, maybe we should. I don't know if we should take it, right? Maybe he left it so that we would take it, and then they can follow us.
There's not really too many places to follow us around here, right? If we're gonna go further away, we ain't taking it with us because then they'll be able to track us, right? But if we're just walking around home here, there's not really too many places that that they're not going to have coverage over. So at least that's what I'm thinking. You guys, you tell me differently, but if the dumbass left it behind, then let's take it, and then once we're ready to go, we can chuck it in a barrel of water somewhere.
I pick it up and I hit the buttons, I swipe again, I try to like see if a keypad comes up. Like I want to actually fuck with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you you kind of tap it a few times and everything. And it appears from when he pulled it out and everything and started playing the videos. It is bio encoded. So it requires, at the very least, his thumbprint or something to unlock.
Okay.
Take a piece of tape, put it on the table where he was on, put it on the thing.
I think Huxley like petulantly like just tosses it in a trash can. Fucking let him try to find it.
Nice.
Sticks it in a couch cushion or something,
Well, yeah. If you're worried about us taking,
it's under a couch cushion. He's never gonna find it. Fuck.
If you're worried about taking it because you think he's going to track us, then let's put it let's move like a ceiling tile and stick it up there, right? Because then he doesn't know where the hell it's at. If you can't get into it, there's no use taking it with us. But also let's keep it somewhere where we know it's at, because obviously it's another piece of bargaining. If he's lost a stupid phone, he may want it back. So let's move a ceiling tile aside and stick it up there.
Okay. Yeah, he'll tuck it, and then well, was there anybody in the like the warehouse when we came in, other than the three
It
runners?
was the three runners, the three guards, and then eventually Briston and Mercer.
and
That
it's
was it.
is it in the evening? I forget. Did we like run at the end of the day to get here at like dusk, sort of thing?
You left in the morning,
Okay.
so you got here around like afternoonish. It's a short run, right? Only a couple of zones,
So there should be people here.
yeah. In theory, the warehouse is usually running to get loads ready. There should be mechanics, something, and there's nothing.
We have to find everybody. I mean, there should have been people in the warehouse when we came in. I mean, unless they cleared them, but they couldn't have known that we were coming until we actually got here. So like they couldn't have moved everybody out that fast. I mean, there should be people somewhere. We haven't seen anybody.
Yeah, maybe we go back and see if Briston's still there to see if we can get some info from him. Maybe.
Well, that's where those runners are. I mean, they're bad people.
Yeah, but I think, as I said, I think we're holding all the cards, right? No one's going to do anything to us at the minute because they want something that we got. So I don't think they're going to be roughing us up because they want stuff from us. That wouldn't be the best way to get something out of us, is to treat us badly. We need to find out a bit more information about what's going on here, right? Unless you just want to go see your mom, we can do that now.
I don't think we can go right there. I think we should walk around and see if we can find somebody first.
Okay. And let's
I mean, maybe we could go to the hospital and just if then they followed us, we could say we were just like, going to get checked out because we haven't been back, and they should probably get like our blood pressure or whatever, and just see, because then if she's there, like that's okay. But I don't want to. I don't think I want to go home right away. I just don't trust them.
So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. If this was going to start going badly, I was going to pretend to have a heart attack. So we can still do that if we need to, but that's probably the best thing. And I was seriously thinking about that. I'm like, hey, Smokey can pretend he's having an episode, and then they take him to the hospital. Yeah. So let's go see if we can talk to Briston, and then just do some moseying around the town to see if we can find out what the hell's going on. And then, yeah, we won't put Miss Joanna in any danger. If you feel like that's too risky, let's just find out what's going on. And then, as you said, we haven't been back for a while. I'm sure we're due for some kind of organizational checkup or something, so we can always just play it that way.
Okay.
Or I can still pretend to have a heart attack. Either way, whatever gets us to the hospital, not inconspicuously, but not blatantly. Yeah. So can we walk out and see if Briston's around at all?
Yeah. If you want to walk, last time you saw him was up at the warehouse. I don't know if you want to walk back that way. If you want to walk down the hall to, well, actually, you know what? We'll say that as you're walking from the calf, kind of back towards the warehouse, there's that hallway that has the offices turned like, runner dens, essentially, like the intake rooms where the suits are kept and all that kind of stuff. And you see Briston coming out of one of those rooms as you come up.
Hey, you got a second for a quick chat?
I got all the time in the world right now. What you got?
What the hell's going on? Leave us out of it, right? We know what the hell we did. what? It's a bit quiet around here. What's going on? And why is that guy here? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, now these two different groups know each other. And what's going on?
He'll say, "Let's go debrief," and he'll turn around and walk back into the room.
I don't think Huxley really has any insight. I mean, like in a dog sense of like this is a good person, bad person, I would like to like insight, because this seems like a complete shift from when we came in to now. Like the tone seems different, the body language seems a little bit different.
With him or with everybody? With Briston, you mean?
With Briston specifically. Like, I got all the time in the world. Yeah, let's go fucking debrief. You guys have been gone for a while. Like, wait, what?
So I'll say he seems right now, before when you were up in the warehouse, when you guys first came in, it felt like he was attempting to be mediator, right? Like he was trying to get you guys or get them someone to stand down so that, there, wouldn't be a fight between the two of you essentially. And you saw throughout the process that like, when Smokey got out of the suit, when Huxley got out of the suit, when the guards powered down, like every time there was a step, he relaxed a little bit more. And right now you get the sense he's tired, right? He's not joking with you. He's not being jovial right now. Like he's mentally tired.
He's tired of our shit.
Well, yeah, I'm just sure, like from Huxley's perspective of like, how we sort of know him to be. Like he helped Smokey out when they were coming from Martha. Like I'm just like Huxley's trying to parse it all out, right? Because it's a lot to take in.
Let's go. Let's see if you can get a sense of the situation. Then, yeah, absolutely.
I rolled 3 ones.
Oh,
it's a trap, Mr. Smokey.
And I think that would be what he would say, right?
Right, yeah. Huxley's on edge, right? Like, there's Mercer. They want Brock. Like, he wants Brock. They're trying to get after you. Like, and at this point, and like, when last time you were here, the organization was going after you guys. And so there's no, except for Miss Joanna, right? Like there's no friendly people here right now for you.
So I think like he yells that and kind of like rushes at Briston. Why did you say you don't know where my mom is? Where's my mom at?
Do you actually rush up to him?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and see if you can move out of the way for when he throws a punch at you.
Would that be move then, I guess?
That would be move against a 4.
All right. That's 3 6s, baby.
Oh, yes.
Like he's fucking amped the fuck up.
Right, yeah. So you run up and like he just hears you from behind and like turns and just does like a quick swing and you're able to just like, brakes on, back up.
No, I think he goes all in, right? Like he almost gets like under, he's like getting under, but like he hears me in like wild swings and he wasn't meaning to like grab him and like push him against the wall or anything, but like he gets right up and like inadvertently like bangs him up against the wall and he's like right in his face and he's like, where's my mom at? Where is everybody?
And you see now Briston is like wide-eyed, but like not in a angry way, right? Like in a surprised way.
Huxley's kind of surprised too.
I think everybody's surprised,
right? And he just like at this point, it's like hands back, like you have him pressed up against the wall, right? Like hands back against the wall, and he's like at the hospital. I'm assuming. I don't know. I haven't left here.
And then he like kind of like
here
catches himself
for 3 weeks.
he kind of catches himself, and then he like sort of like, and he kind of like backs up and kind of like brushes Briston's like shirt.
Yeah, even when you back up, Briston actually like slides down the wall and just like sits down on the ground and just like puts his hands behind his head and just like not like fetal positions, right? But like is just like in contemplation right now, right?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
All right, let's get him up. Let's get back to your office. Because obviously, if you blurted that out, right, he's running on fumes, and he probably hasn't slept for 3 weeks, right? So Smokey's like, all right, let's get him. Let's get to the office, and we can sit down and talk. And then Smokey will go and help Briston try to get up.
Yeah, and so you notice that like when you like, we'll say probably you like because he was in the doorway, right? Like he'd turned the corner, so. You kind of like pushed him up into the room, and in the room that he had come out of and now led you back into is your debriefing room, right? Okay. Like, so your suits are here. Like they brought your suits down and docked them. There's like the table with some chairs and everything like that in the middle of the room. And so, yeah, this is like the area that normally you guys would have, intro and outro for each job.
Yeah, so I think that as Smokey is leading Briston into that debriefing area or whatever, Zuchy like kind of smiles and kind of giggles and puts his arm around Huxley and he goes, "Come on, Tiger." And like kind of just like
you beat me too because that's what Smokey was going to do too.
I mean, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to bang him again, so I didn't realize. But there's so much going on right now.
Who would have thought you would have had more? That I have more restraint than you when it comes to family.
I don't know. But I didn't mean it. I hope I didn't hurt him.
Believe me, he'll be fine.
You didn't drop a ceiling on his head. He's fine. So I'll help Briston, get him sit because obviously that's the vibe I'm picking up, right? Like he's on his last legs and obviously he's got shit going on that we want to find out about. So we'll take him in and sit him down.
When you kind of sit him down and everything, he's still like rubbing his face. And he says, "I'll tell you what, boys, this since you left, shit went foobar."
And we weren't meaning to. They were extenuating circumstances, and we definitely wouldn't have done that just to be shitty. I burned down my bar. That's my retirement. It's not there anymore. But yeah, we had some other stuff we were trying to deal with. We didn't try to bring down the vengeance on anybody, but
of course
we had to get out while the getting was good. If we stayed, it would have been a lot worse, I'm thinking.
Honestly, probably.
So what's been going on? And to Huxley's point, where is everybody?
Well, after you left, we, so we had one runner team that had gone AWOL. And then you guys left. And we had that other team that, just before you left, had, or just after you had left, had, one of their members also disappeared. Left us pretty damn short-handed. And with the burning of the bar, that going down, and then us not really being able to export much, telling you the things got a little tense around here, and Well, few people had words, and since then, the organization decided that Ingrahm would be on lockdown. So all work in the mine has stopped. Basically, people go about their business whenever they need to. Other than that, it's lockdown. Ain't good right now, boys. Ain't good at all.
So the organization locked us down?
Essentially, yeah. And you guys know, so Ingrahm, is an organization town, right? Like, you have a pretty major outpost here. But for the most part, there had been a delineation between Ingrahm and the organization, right? Like, the organization ran inside that building.
Mm-hmm.
They did all the runner stuff, and that's it. They didn't really have dealings outside in, like, Ingrahm proper.
Do you know who Mercer is? Did you know who Mercer was before he showed up here?
I met him a few days ago when he first rolled in with his units. I haven't had much dealings with him up until today, though.
But do you know what he is? Did you know what he was before?
No clue. I noticed the logo.
Yeah.
I know that what's his name? Johnson and the like, they used to run with that. But as far as I know, it was more of like a team symbol. I don't know what connection it has to them.
So he thought they were just like a group of runners, right? It was just a different outpost with like runners or a runner crew, right?
Right, yeah.
He doesn't know what.
They tried to kill us before. Weeks ago, there was two guys, and they attacked us. And then, well,
what you mean? You mean these dudes?
With the symbol, yeah.
Oh, what you? Wait, are you talking about the other team?
He looks to Smokey. I think so. Well, Mara, the big. I mean, she was big. They killed her. I think because she was on the other team, and we saw her at the Zane, and she killed her. So, there's clones and stuff. It's real bad.
I was waiting to see how we were going to break that too, but that's the best way to do
it. And he drops his hands into his he drops his head into his hands, and then when he comes back up, he's shit. I honestly just thought they, ran out, find a better place to hide.
They're
honestly,
bad
boys,
people.
That's fucked up though.
There's like whole generations of clones.
And he's listening to Huxley, but he's looking at Smokey and Zuchy. Like, with this, like, fucking serious look on his face. Like,
yeah, they've got some weird stuff going on up there.
You work for the organization, right? I mean, because with the runner stuff, but nobody knew they were there. Like, it wasn't on the map. Nobody knew until we. I mean, I guess some people knew because people were making the runs, but nobody. I mean, Ingrahm didn't know, but the organization must have known, right? I mean, there's no way that it could just be a black hole on the map, right?
So the last time that you boys came back through here, we pulled the records from your suits.
That's my fault.
When I passed that up along the chain, I was told that the three of you we're good. Everything's clear. And that they would take care of things from this point on. I saw some weird stuff on that footage, honestly, kids. They told me to forget about it.
So the organization said to forget about it.
And he nods.
So obviously there was some kind of deal. There's some kind of connection between the organization and Tizane, which I guess we really should not be surprised about. But as Huxley said, they had a lot of weird shit going on up there. A lot of it feels bad. A lot of it is bad. But I don't know, in the grand scheme of things, whether it's bad or not. I ain't got the brain space to try to figure that out. All I know is they're trying to jam us up with something we're really not too pleased about. And everything that's happened, everything we've done, has not just been to kick a hornet's nest. It's, us trying to do the right thing.
And he kind of looks at Smokey, says, whatever you think the right thing is, do it. I don't know what they want from you. I don't know why they're here. I don't know what the organization wants. But whatever you need to do it. But, and he kind of leans in a little bit, says, I suggest to you, if it doesn't align with what they want, do it quiet and do it fast. I don't know how much longer. And he kind of is looking around now. It's like, I don't know how much longer this is going to be here for. I don't know how much time you have. I don't know how much power you have. So use what you can when you can.
Yeah, I think whatever we're going to do, we're going to make sure it doesn't bounce back to here. Obviously, we've done enough. We've caused enough issues to begin with. But there are options. Let's just put it this way. If it gets too hairy here, we'll find something else for everybody. I'm trying to say we could get everyone out without telling them we got somewhere else to go. But
I think Huxley says, "What happened to the suit that we brought back?"
Well, we don't really have the mechanics available right now to piece that thing back together, but it'll go back into holding.
We're gonna need. Can I get to it? I can fix it.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure Olsen will want to take a look at it at least.
I mean, if we're gonna leave, then my mom has to come with us. I mean, she can't stay here.
It's like, and it's whoa. You're thinking too many steps ahead.
yeah, let's see if we can keep everything here in one piece. If we've got to go drastic, we can go drastic. But I don't think we got to worry about that right now.
Ooh, I have a question. Do we, Smokey, do we know what your suit does? Like, do we have a sense of your, quote unquote mystical powers with your suit?
Did we? I thought we did do a little bit of that, didn't we?
You haven't used much of any of your tweaks or anything yet, really.
Just a little bit. Okay, yeah.
So you definitely did when we left the second time, maybe because like you were able to manipulate the cranes moving and a bunch of shit like in the warehouse. Like you did something.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't? No, he did. He
Nope.
did. He used a power.
Someone did.
Oh, Brock did. No, but didn't he use a tweak?
Nope.
I think we talked about it. So I don't know.
Because if I mean, I guess Huxley would know what your suit does anyway, right? Like I'm the one that works on the fucking suit.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No, so to rehash super quick, last time when you were trying to escape, there was that one like loading robot that they had sicked on you guys to try to stop you, and or two of them. Zuchy had taken one of them down, and then the other one got like a flash of orange light, like the lights on it, like the operating lights turned from green to orange, and it like powered down. And that was the same with the elevator doors. That light had gone from red to orange, and then they opened up.
Okay, all right, yeah. I vaguely remember us having a conversation about
when we were talking about it, I couldn't remember which one it was we said on the hex that I was going to do that I picked. Because I can't remember if I noted it down. Was it the recon one or was it no, not recon? It was the signal, wasn't it?
So I'm wondering me as player, because Huxley would have a better understanding. Do you have a tweak that allows you to fuck the other runner suits up? Right? Like, do you have something that either can connect to them, manipulate them? I don't know what your tweaks are, right? Because like if we get in a suit, if they don't understand that you can do that, it gives us an advantage.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which one of the hex things could do that.
I mean, if not, then I guess it doesn't matter. But I just Huxley would be noodling like, he's saying you're 2 or 3 steps ahead. Be like, oh, if we get in a suit, and if you could jam their whatever, lock their gears or, whatever. But I don't know what your suit does. I'm not familiar with anybody else's suit as a player.
Just looking at the hex stuff, Jesse, a lot of it is, for the signal itself. I guess I can use it.
Yeah, the hex is somewhat signal dependent.
Got it. Okay. All right. So we could just ignore all that then. Okay. I'll just edit all this out.
Unless we're out, right? Unless we're out away from the town, right? I don't think. Yeah. So I think it is just that.
Well, I mean, we can't move the town, and they already know where Ingrahm is. So like, I mean, I don't know what we're supposed to do then. Like we can't move everybody. I mean, it would be too many people. It would draw too much attention if we try to move to somewhere else.
I think we have enough. I think we've got enough that we can try to talk to him, right? I'm not saying, I'm talking about stuff we know, stuff we've seen. I'm not talking about what exactly they want, but we do have other stuff that maybe we can use as a bargaining chip, right? It's us they want. It's us that they have a problem with. It's not anyone in Ingrahm. So I'm not going to, leave everything and everyone behind just to save our asses, if that's what you're worried about. I don't think we're going to do that.
But we can't.
We have options.
But we can't give them Brock, though.
Does Briston say anything at that?
And Briston at that point turns to Huxley. Goes, Brock? Hell?
And then he could oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that. He gets
Was that
all
some
bright in
kinda
the
like-
cheeks.
Is that some kind of like code words for some super fancy equipment or something?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's, and I'll look at Briston very seriously, saying, "I ain't trying to keep anything from you, but what I'm keeping from you, you probably don't want to know, just for your benefit or for your sake." But as I said, what we're doing is what we feel is right, and we think we're doing the right thing. But we're not going to leave anyone. We're not going to leave anyone here hanging, and we're not going to leave anyone else hanging. We'll make sure that we get this resolved in a way that doesn't screw up anything more than we've already done. Kind of one of the you're on a need to know basis, and you really don't need to know, or you don't want to know.
And he puts his hands up and he's like, I don't want to know anything.
I wish I could not know as much, but here we are.
Anything that keeps me out of the target of that old fucker, I'm good with.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is funny because Briston's probably about the same age, if not slightly older than Mercer. But,
I beat up an old man.
All right, so it's just bad around here. Everybody isn't feeling good. It's not like a hammer dropped on anybody. It's just shit's gone a bit sideways since we left. It's kind of what I'm picking up, right?
you'll see.
That's not good. All right, why don't you go get some sleep? We're gonna go walk around and see what the hell's going on. We're not gonna trouble you anymore for the moment, but yeah, obviously you need to go rest and relax. Hopefully a lot of the pain in the ass that they've been causing you will ease off a bit now that we're back and they've got, who they want to talk to. Hopefully they'll ease up on you a bit.
Well, boys, if you need me, you know where to find me.
Where are those runners staying at?
They've been holding up here.
Oh, okay. Along with Mercer?
He is on the, any like air quotes, top floor, so to speak.
Okay. Do you want me to take a look at your head real fast? Do you want me to get anything from the hospital?
It's like he waves at you and he's like, I'm good. I've had a lot worse than this. Don't you worry. And he looks over at Zuchy and he's like, you've been training him good though. Good job.
He's scrappy.
Okay. 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 I think like he just like awkwardly sort of like stands up and then sort of like shuffles because he doesn't know what to do now.
Let's go take a walk around town, see what's going on.
Oh, okay.
I think as everybody kind of shuffles out, Zuchy kind of waits for everybody else to kind of file out, and he'll go to the door and just kind of wait there, and then turn back to Briston and be like, I truly am sorry that you had to kind of be in the middle of this. It was nothing towards you. You've always had our back, so I'm sorry that things had to go south.
Well, it's just luck of the draw that I got you three is my handle, right? And he gets like a little bit of smirk at that point.
Yeah.
He's like, but fuck, could have gotten stuck with one of the other two. I mean, we got one that ran away to a secret base and another one that just fucking took off on us. So at least three of you came back.
Yeah, believe me, there is a lot worse. And then he'll just kind of nod his head and then he'll walk out.
How big are the knives on the suit? Like, is it just like a regular person sized?
Yeah, I mean, they're like, the knives are probably like Bowie knife size, right? Like they're they're slightly big. They're big knives, but
Yeah.
you need a knife big enough to do the job, whether or not you want to cut through something or someone, right?
I think if the suits are there, then I think he does like pointedly grab that and like
Yeah.
tuck it in the back of his pants and then like pull his shirt up, sort of, to cover.
Sounds good.
Like he's super awkward about doing it.
Right. Don't
But
cut your
also,
ass.
like, well, yeah, because, like, yeah, I mean, I think maybe this is contributing to his maturation a little bit.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. All right. So yeah, you guys head out onto the town. So walking out of the building, you walk into Ingrahm proper. And Briston wasn't exaggerating. So when you walk out, normally, and it's afternoon right now, right? And so normally at this time, there's the projected ceiling, right? There's no like projected sky or anything. It doesn't go that far, but at least they'd have lights on, right? To make it daylight in here. But it looks like everything in the town is on emergency power right now. Only about a fifth of the roof lights are on. Even then, they look to be at like 50% illumination. Half of the street lights are on. And you see a couple of people walking around, but you see more guards, and not organization guards, but Ingrahm guards walking around than you do citizens.
Okay. Had they unloaded the batteries from our suits?
Yeah, when the suits were down, the cargo had been unloaded.
Okay. I mean, that should help some, I hope.
And the batteries were because of a run, right? We were bringing batteries back to Ingrahm. Those weren't like our
Correct. Yeah,
batteries
you
that
were
we
bringing
stacked.
dead batteries from Green Hills to Ingrahm.
Oh, that's not helpful then.
Well, so the cycle usually, right, is that you so coal would be brought to Green Hills to power their generators. And dead batteries would be brought from Green Hills to Ingrahm to be charged up. And then those batteries would go back to Green Hills. So there was kind of like this cycle of battery there, because Green Hills has no power source, right? Like they run off of burning the coal and using the batteries. And whereas Ingrahm was lucky enough to, be a coal fan. It's a coal facility, right?
Yeah.
And so you have internal power that Ingrahm runs off of.
Got it. So it's not, so they're dim because the coal plant's not running, not that they're out of like battery power.
Right, yeah.
Got it. Okay. So I think as we're walking and it's kind of like, dusk-ish. He's like, why would they lock it down? I mean, they still need power here. What's the point of turning the plant off?
Don't know.
I mean, you'd think they'd want to keep people busy, right? I mean, keep them out of trouble.
Maybe they thought they were getting in too much trouble. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe shut it down because they were stirring too much up.
Unless maybe those mines, maybe the mines they're not actually shut down. Maybe they're actually taking control of it.
Maybe.
Didn't think of that.
Should we grab somebody? I want to go to the hospital.
I don't know. You grabbing people just kind of shakes people up. I don't know if we want to do that.
I told him I was sorry.
I know you did. I just don't know what you're gonna do anymore. Yeah,
I think it worked out well. I think you shook him a bit, so probably get more information out of him than that than we normally would have.
Literally and figuratively, yes. Well, you know what? I'm wondering. I think we need to find somebody that will actually tell us all we need to know. Why don't we just see if we can try to find your mom?
Okay, let's go to the hospital.
Okay, you did want to go then? Okay.
So he would just make a beeline at that point. Yeah, just
Right, yep.
I don't have to
All right,
fake
so
a heart
yeah,
attack
you
now
walk
then.
in.
We're good.
Yep. So
I think
you walk-
Zuchy
yeah,
would.
go.
I'm sorry. I think Zuchy would
No, go.
still like kind of be on alert just to see if like anyone's trying to follow him or if we're getting any weird glances. I just want to see.
Yeah, and so yeah, as you're walking through, you're walking through the streets towards the hospital. You pass a few guards, and each guard that you see, checks you, right? So like they see you, and they appear to be almost about to say something to you, and then recognize you. They get that like, and then they see it's you, and they're like, and they immediately like settle down and kind of like avert their gaze.
Well,
Weird.
I don't know if any. I feel like we are. Not quite. Not quite. Trying to think of the word. I don't think we're welcome here as much as we might think we are.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of mad at us.
or they don't want to get involved. Huxley doesn't clock it at all.
There's no like there's no like anger towards you or anything like that.
Yeah.
It is a almost like a disassociation with you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No,
Out of respect or fear or both. Who knows?
Look, obviously we caused enough issues already. I'm not surprised they're giving us the cold shoulder. Let's leave it be for a moment till we can figure out a bit more what's going on, and then we'll.
I mean,
we'll
if
see
you
we
want to grab one of them, right? Like Huxley's on a mission, like he's going to the hospital. But I mean, you guys could always peel off.
I think I have to go face Miss Joanna. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
wanna
think
leave that.
Zuchy really trusts anybody at this point besides as
And-
much as it's going to be a reckoning.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, we're gonna get all the information we want from Miss Joanna, right? She's not gonna be cagey about what's going on, right? Because
Yeah.
she's gonna blame me, and it's all gonna come. So she'll make sure I get all the information I need about what the hell's going on. At least that's the way I think it's gonna be.
So yeah, you guys make your way through. You find your way to the hospital, and when you walk through the front doors, there's a couple of people in the waiting room, right? A couple of patients, or soon to be patients, and then there's the receptionist behind the desk, Jonathan. And as soon as he sees you, he stands up, walks beelines over to you, Huxley, and just like grabs you by the shoulders and was like, she's going to be so happy to see you.
Let's hope so.
He was tense when he grabs him, and she was gonna be so, and he's like waiting for like pissed off, like she's so angry, and then he's like, oh, okay. Where is she? Is she okay?
She's on the floor. Go wait in her office. I'll send her right down.
Okay, thank you. And he looks back at Smokey and Zuchy like, well,
Yeah, let's go down to the office. I don't unless you want to go by yourself. I would think we would all three would go. But if you're like, no, let me go in and talk to her.
I think he puts his hand up. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, you you go first, and then we'll just sit down in the waiting room and grab a People magazine and or whatever the equivalent in the future is when you're in a doctor's or dentist office.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, you know where to go. Jonathan goes back to the desk, picks up the phone, punches out a quick text, and Smokey and Zuchy, you've kind of sat down, and you see within like a minute, Miss Joanna comes through the double doors into the waiting room, and doesn't just beelines, right? Like pays no heed to anybody that's in the room.
Okay,
just zips straight through. And you can see, from the very brief glance that you get of her, and Huxley, you'll see this when she eventually comes in to see you too. She's gotten a little grayer, right? Like it's not a ton, slight more along the roots, along the sides. Her hair that's normally like properly pulled back, right? She kind of has loose, so the tight curls and everything are a little bit more pronounced right now. So when she finally comes into the office, she pauses for just the briefest moment before running straight over to you.
And I think it's one of those things like he's like the awkward, like waiting for bad news sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's fiddling with picking shit up, putting it down on the desk. Like his back is to the door.
No,
so
yeah.
when the door opens, like he turns and then she's there, and then like he takes that all in, and then she runs over. And
It's one of those like she's like in a nervous panic. She opens the door, sees you, and it's just kind of a and just runs right on over to you.
Yeah. I mean, he gives her a big hug. I think he kind of like doesn't sag onto her, but like, very like comforting, like soaks in that, closeness
and
or whatever.
She absolutely does just lean right onto you.
Mom, are you okay? What's going on here? Are you all right?
I'm fine. As fine as any of us can be right now.
What's going on? I'm sorry. I'm sorry we left. I didn't mean. I mean, with Marla and then Smokey just stole the suit, and we had to go. We had to get her out because she didn't do anything wrong. And then we went to Zane. And we had Brock and. It's just all screwed up.
After you left, everything went sideways. There's the between the runners that they were looking for when there was the explosion and when the bar burnt down, a lot of people thought that there was something going on, that there was some kind of an attack. We didn't know. Everything got locked down at that point. Then I don't know exactly what happened with the miners, but when the mine shut down, they put that on hold. So many of them died.
What in the mine? What happened in the mine?
There was some kind of riot, and the guards took out a fair decent amount of them.
No.
At that point, for the last couple weeks now, everything's just been on lockdown. And then whoever they are showed up. That man came here. He was looking for your friend's brother.
Yeah, we know. We talked to him. They're bad people.
And she kind of gets like a little look on her face. She's like, I don't know.
They want to take Brock. He said he's his property. He's not Zuchy's brother.
He is, yes. I don't know if I trust him either. But I do know he said that whatever is going on with him is very important. I don't know if I trust him or not when he says it, but I don't know why he would lie about something like that. I don't know why he would risk coming here for that.
Well, his group, those runners, they tried to kill. I mean, not those ones, but I mean, people in that organization, they tried to kill us before.
And sorry, what?
It's, before, like it's fine. I mean, but I mean, they're not. I don't know. I don't know. The organization knew about them, but nobody else did. And then Briston said he sent them footage, and then they told him to forget about it. And now he's here, and he wants to use Brock as an experiment.
Is he safe right now?
He's safe. He's been communicating. I mean, he can't talk, but he's in the computer.
I'm sorry, Huxley. I don't quite follow.
I mean, I'm not really sure. Because we took him to where Mercer is. It's called Cezanne. We went there before for Marla for medicine, and so we knew they had like all the medical stuff. So we thought that maybe they'd be able to help him there. So we took him there. But then like I don't know, they got really weird and like they started to do stuff, and then like we had to grab him and run, and then we took him somewhere else. But like so. We've been feeding him and have an IV and like all that stuff, but like he can communicate through like the phone, like he can like get into the phone, and like the computers are like he talks to us. Well, mostly Mr. Zuchy, but he talks to us too.
And she seems slightly bewildered by this. It's unbelievable.
It's really weird. I thought maybe he was part of the network, but I don't think so anymore. Because he would have done something already, but he didn't. But then like he's like, I don't know, he's like a person. I mean, he is a person, but like, I mean, he communicates like a regular person, but like through the computer.
Did you bring him back here with you?
No. He's safe right now.
Where is he?
I don't know if it's best that I tell you right now, Mom. I mean, I don't. They don't know. Like they don't know you're my mom, do they?
Well, of course they do, Hux.
No, I mean Mercer and those other runners.
We have the same last name.
Like he turns around in a circle, kind of like stamps his foot. He's like, "It's not safe for you here." Then we came back with another suit, and I mean,
they came here. They pulled records. They asked questions. They've left us alone, though. I'm fine.
yeah, but for how long? We can't move Ingrahm, and they know where we are now. Well, I mean, I guess they knew where we were, but you know what I mean. Like now, it's a problem now.
I don't know what they're gonna do. They've been here, I'm assuming, waiting for you to come back, maybe? Now that you're here and you don't have what they're looking for, maybe they'll just move along.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't want to tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. You're your own person now. I really do hope I've raised you right, though. You'll make the right decisions for everybody.
If we go, you have to come with us.
Huxley, I'm not going anywhere.
But you can't stay though.
I'm here. I run the hospital. If I leave, what's going to happen to this?
I don't know, but if they're going to do something here, then you can't stay here.
And go where? I can't go out there.
We have another suit. We have a place we can go.
Well, have you been stashed up in another null?
Like he averts his gaze and doesn't make eye contact.
I see. I figured you get old enough to move out someday. And she kind of gets like a little smirk on her face.
No, I mean it's not like that. But because the last time we were here, they came after us, so we had to leave.
I know. I know.
Mom, I don't know what to do.
Do whatever you think is right.
Okay, you're okay though?
I'm fine.
We're gonna figure it out.
You always do. You had a knack for that.
It's not just me. It's Mr. Smokey and Mr. Zuchy too.
They came back with you too?
Of course they did.
Where are they holding up right now?
Oh, they're in the lobby.
And she kind of like not turns on her heels, but kind of like turns around and walks out of the office.
Like as she's starting to walk away, I'm like, they wanted to come in, but I told them they should probably wait so I could talk to you first. Oh boy.
And so yeah, you see Miss Joanna walk back into the waiting room, and she sees the two of you and starts to walk over.
I'll stand up and kind of look professional and straighten myself out.
Yeah, so that you do the same thing.
Huxley like comes around the corner, is like, and just like is peeking around the corner.
And she stops right in front of the two of you, has a kind of straight look on her face, and then reaches out and grabs both of you in a hug.
I will give her that weird straight back hug when you're a bit shocked and
Yeah.
we're expecting something else, and then he'll settle
Awkward
in
pat
there.
on the back.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it lasts, it's like just like a brief moment, and then she pulls back and, keeps her hand on your shoulders and looks at both of you and says, "Thank you."
We wouldn't have made it back here without him, so we have to thank him too.
I have no doubt about that.
If you have a minute, can we talk? All of us.
Step into my office.
And then she turns around and Huxley's like, "Oh shit!" And then like ducks back and goes back into the office.
And so, yeah, she brings you back. She sits on her, so there's the desk. There's a couple of chairs in front of the desk. There's a little couch. And so she will, lean up on the desk. Say, "What do you gentlemen need?"
What's going on, and is there anything we can do to help?
And does Huxley blurt anything out, or?
Probably. There was a riot in the mines. They killed a bunch of people. Is that her fault?
Don't know how that would be our fault, but yeah, can you tell us what's been going on? Is there anything? We talked to Briston, and he told us everything's been on lockdown for a while and everything's been shut down.
That's about the run of it.
Have they given me any reasons why, or just?
Well, it got tense after the three of you left. A lot of people thought that there was maybe some sabotage, some attacks on the town. Then when everything got shut down, things got more tense. Everything kind of came to a head with a riot. A lot of miners got killed, and then ever since then, everything's been on just straight lockdown. And then they showed up. It's about how it's been.
So everything went pear-shaped before that other group showed up.
That's right. Now, granted, they didn't make it any better, but they didn't start it.
So what was this that Huxley said about the miners?
I don't know all the details. They're keeping things pretty hush-hush. But apparently a lot of the miners weren't happy that things got shut down. A lot of services weren't available. And, when the mines shut down, everything kind of goes into reserve here, and they wanted to start everything back up, and they weren't allowed to. And when they tried, that's when things got violent.
So people were just trying to go out and do their jobs, and they were told no.
Basically.
It seems like...
I'm sorry, Mr. Smokey, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it seems like we're allowed to move around and do stuff, so probably that would be something we got to go check out and investigate.
Well, I think the three of you kind of have a little bit of a special signature, being runners and all. Now, me, if I were to try to leave, I better know where I'm going and quick. You're not going to be wandering around at this point in time.
Wandering around the town, you mean we won't be able to?
Well, I won't be able to. I go home.
Okay,
Yeah.
she was
I
saying
go
she
home.
couldn't, but we couldn't.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
You go to work. You do your job. You go back home. You stay there until you're ready to go back to work again.
Yeah, we wouldn't. I wouldn't have asked you to be doing anything other than what you would normally do, anyways. You know, the information is helpful enough. But yeah, you're right. I don't think. I don't. I wouldn't think they'd want you snooping around, and I don't think we'd want you to be doing that, anyways.
How many people are left?
There's still a good many. I think I saw all the miners that came through here. Well, at least I think all of them. I tried to save a few. I was able to get a couple of them. But I think all told there was about 7 or 8 of them that died that we know of.
I think Huxley looks away and down, feeling somewhat responsible since we left them with no runners. Kind of, but
Yeah, we weren't the only ones that left, right?
Right, yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you did also kill the other team, but they tried to kill you, so, fair's fair.
And Marla was on the want list, and now she's
Right,
a battery, so.
Yeah. And so, yeah, at this point, Mr. Joanna, too, will look over at Zuchy and say, is your brother safe?
For now.
If there's anything that you need from me. And she looks over at Huxley. I know he's in good hands.
He blushes a little bit. we might need more saline or maybe some empty bags. I mean, I've been doing the best with what we had, but I mean, we hadn't planned on being away for as long as we were, and then I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I hope he's set up for now, at least. I don't know when you're going to be able to get out of here. If you're going to be able to get out of here.
If we have to get out of here, we'll make sure it isn't like the last time. And
is there anything you need from me?
Nah, I think the information you've given us is more than enough. We wouldn't want to put you in any other danger.
So there's no cuts, no scrapes.
No,
You gentlemen are doing good.
Yeah, I think when she says that, Huxley just steps forward and gives her a big hug.
He's taken care of us up to this point. He's done a really good job.
Well, your bed's still there waiting for you if you want it. And she'll look over at the two of you too. Got a couple of couches if you need them.
I think we should stay together.
That's probably the best. And we appreciate all the help. Thank you.
I'll be home tonight. Just do me a favor. Make sure when you go home you lock up.
Okay. Is there anything to make for dinner? Do you want me to start dinner?
She kind of grins. She's like, "You make up whatever you want."
Okay. Do you guys want to?
Haven't had a Huxley meal in a while. Looking forward to it.
Do you guys want to grab stuff from the barracks? Do you still have stuff there?
Not
I would assume
anything.
right? Like clothes and.
Yeah, I guess it would probably be. Well, let's not do that yet. Then people will be thinking we're trying to get away. But we should probably take a mental inventory if there's anything we want to grab before we go. But let's leave that a little bit later. Let's not jump into start packing up our stuff yet. It might send out the wrong signals.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good call. Good call.
Just I'll just tell Miss Joanna, thank you for everything you've done, and we'll make sure we can fix what's going on around here.
Thank you for making sure Huxley stays safe. Just keep him in your sight.
As I said, he's done watching our back as much as we watch his. So,
and she'll kind of stand up and she'll put her hands on your shoulders, Huxley, and kind of give you that look, like I don't want to go, but I need to. And she kisses you on the forehead and says, "I'll see you tonight."
Okay. I'll see you for dinner. Regular time?
Regular time.
I think he just kind of just sort of stands there as she walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Like
back to work.
Yeah, soaking in the moment, kind of like we're home and like she's safe. So like that's a big weight removed, I think. And then I think he just kind of like doesn't flop down into the couch, but you could see that he's like it's like an adrenaline leaving sort of thing where he's kind of like washed out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So do the three of you go back home?
I think so, yeah. Have you guys ever been over and in the house?
Yeah, because that's where Brock
They've been
was,
in the
right?
backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
All right, well, good. Come on, guys. I'll show you around.
Lead the way.
Kind of like take it through the bathrooms over here, and my room is up there, but
Yep. So yeah, you guys, he walks you back in, and you walk up to the porch, and he opens. So you guys, Huxley opens the door. You all walk in, and then we'll see, as the camera kind of gets a survey of the hollow Ingrahm right now. A couple of guards walking around, nobody else on the streets. And then we have a pan up to the building, the facility that is currently dormant, but standing at a window on the 4th floor, kind of there, arms crossed, just peering out across Ingrahm. Mercer just stands there waiting.
Fuck that guy.
And we'll go ahead and end it there.
All right. Cool. I would say it was fun, but it wasn't really. I mean, cool. We got to like hang out and whatever. But yeah. Well, thanks for running. Thank you guys for playing. Kurt, what do you got to plug? What's going on over at the MFG Cast?
Well, we're starting to get back into it again, even though we're still mid-move, so things are very discombobulated. So my computer and my microphone, I don't know where they are from one time to the next. I'm like, oh, it's over here now. Okay, that's cool. So we're getting back into. We're still still putting out our games like the Core Noir that's been running. We're still in the second to last season in that. Be releasing the D&D campaign, The Thief Like Me. And then we'll be releasing regular board game episodes in between that. I was in the middle of getting a new episode out for a board game, and I forgot about this, so I had to put that on hold. So hopefully that'll come out pretty soon here, where we talked about a board game called Harmonies, which is a fantastic little game. So yeah, you should be able to hear that in the near future, or in the very
Distant past.
Yeah, exactly, compared to when this comes out on for podcast form or whatever.
Right.
Oh my god, when this one comes out, for fucking ever from now.
Yeah. Exactly.
The biggest backlog in the queue is the runner's game.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I was glad to hear the latest episode of the Noir game, but I'm just so frustrated at how bad my audio is. And it's like the last, so it must have been like one recording session, but it's been like the last like 2 or 3 episodes. I'm like, fuck, why is it so bad all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's weird too, because I put it through the levelator that you introduced me to, but it's still loud. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like so it's almost like I'm in a phone booth or a tin can or something. It's just real.
Yeah, well, and it's a good thing I
walking.
put it through levelator, otherwise it'd be like, and then George does this, and I'm like, wow.
Oh man.
Yeah.
There was one, I can't remember what podcast it was. I think it might have been an RPPR, where I had to stop listening to it within like the first minute because everybody else was kind of quiet, but then one person was like super fucking loud. So I had to turn the volume up to hear everybody else. But then this one other person was blowing my ear out, and I was like, I can't do this for 45 minutes. I'm just...
Yeah. They do the levelator and then compression and then the truncate silence and all that shit. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, hopefully the rest of them weren't that bad because that's going to suck.
I don't think they are.
All right. Cool. Jesse, Kevin, anything
No.
happen? No. All right. Fair. I feel like I should ask, even though I know the answer is no, but like, you know.
All right.
Like,
I'll be here next Friday. I'll be here.
We'll be here
The
next
Thursday after.
Yeah. Jesse's running a new game, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little pirate Borg. I'm not sure if we're actually gonna stream that, but I mean, we're gonna record it for sure.
Yeah.
Guess we haven't locked down on whether or not we're actually streaming that. Maybe that'll be a Patreon exclusive.
There you go.
Ooh.
Nobody will care because nobody's on the Patreon. But we have a Patreon, so like if you would like to support the show, it helps to offset the cost. Because literally, I just pay for everything. Like most shows are like, we can't do this without you, and we're like, hey, fuck you, we're gonna do this in spite of you. Which sounds kind of shitty, but also like, I mean, we have a good time, so
Can't get rid of us, motherfuckers.
But there are early releases. Unless you're watching the videos, then you've clearly already seen it. But outtakes and post shows and all that kind of stuff's on there. So if you want to drop a couple of rep our way, that's cool. Ratings and reviews on iTunes or whatever your podcatcher of choice is dubiously helpful. If you do that, we appreciate it. If you're watching, you're listening, that's awesome. We appreciate people checking it out. Like, the numbers aren't huge, but like, if you're listening and you enjoy it, that's awesome. We appreciate the fact that you enjoy that, or else you wouldn't be listening still, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's cool. We have our t-shirts for sale. So if you want to pick up a t-shirt. Jesse's got it this time. I had mine on Thursday.
Nice.
Same one. So if you want to pick up a t-shirt, it supports LGBTQIA plus causes. We just, anything on the TeePublic store, the core shirts, the whole 9 yards. We're donating all that to
the mugs.
charities. Mugs, you get a mug. Yep.
Well, you have one. Show
I have
it.
one. Oh yeah, I have one right now. Here, look. Oh, I don't have my T-shirt, but I have my car mug.
There you go.
So yeah, if you want to pick that up, that's cool too. We appreciate everybody watching it and checking it out, and catch you next time. Oh no, I can't click there. Out. There we go.